Hey y'all, what's going on? This is Jackie Maria J. Marie Booklet. So today I am making a video because President Joe Biden has said that the pandemic is over. So President Biden was on 60 Minutes and he was being interviewed, and he said the pandemic is over. He did say, there are still issues as far as COVID, but for the most part, it is over. So now, and he said this 2 days ago. He said this on September 18th. So that was 2 days ago. And so basically, we are in a mixed, the signals are mixed because you have like a hospital in Oregon. You have a few hospitals, but like you have St. Charles Health System in Oregon. I think it's in Bend, Oregon. They're lifting the vaccine mandates for healthcare workers at their facilities. So you have that, but then you have in Illinois, the governor, I can't remember his name, it starts with a D. You have the governor in Illinois reissuing the pandemic, emergency powers. So there are mixed signals all over the place. So on one hand, we have the president saying that the pandemic is over, but then you have hospitals lifting their own mandate. And then you have other states where the governors are reissuing the emergency powers that they had for the pandemic. And I think in New York, Mayor Adams said that the vaccine mandate for the private sector has been lifted. So it's just we're at that stage where that we had mixed signals, but the pandemic is winding down. I personally knew the pandemic was pretty much over when Omicron came and a lot of people got sick, because they were saying that was basically the Omicron variant was a vaccine, because people got sick, but then they started growing, I forgot, it was some kind of something for their immune system in it. So that's why you haven't really had people get sick since. Like, you haven't had any spikes like we had. So we had, like, last year in 2021, you had 2020 and 2021, you had the spikes and then they go down. And then you have a spike and then they go down. And then we had one like August 2021. And then we had again in October. We haven't really had that this year. Like, people try to say we had, but we didn't have like we had it in 2020 and 2021. So I think once that came along, that Omicron, that variant, that, because they said it was like a vaccine and it was building up people's immune system, because y'all remember that swept the whole country. That swept the whole world, but it swept the whole country. And so, because I had COVID August of 2021, so last year, and I got it when my nephew went back to when the kids started school last year, because my nephew, he had never been to school. Like, he was never in daycare, right? He was always at home. So his immune system, it didn't know nothing about that. Okay, his immune system was like, so as soon as he started school, he got COVID. Okay, and then I got COVID, so I got it from him. And then so I was down because we knew something was off with him, because he's autistic, so he can't tell us. Well, I mean, he can, but not really. He can't tell us. We thought it was his tooth, because his tooth was loose, so we thought that's why he was laying down, his tooth. But when I got when I got took down, then everybody got tested, and then that's it. We're like, okay, you got it from him. Okay, so but and I got took down, but I made it through. But because I'm a fighter. But when the Omicron came back in October, November type, me and him again, we got mainly, I mean, I didn't get took down, but me and him did have issues, with the sore throat, runny nose, things like that. And then since then, nothing. And so so I think that's what happened. But I think and then another thing, the reason why I knew this pandemic was pretty much winding down, is because hand sanitizer was like 5 cents at Staples or Office Depot, wherever I went. I couldn't believe it. Like, you can get like a little bottle of hand sanitizer for 5 cents. Like, because I remember when the pandemic started and you couldn't find hand sanitizer, like toilet paper, you couldn't find it, okay? And now they give it away for 5 cents, like just the little ones you keep in your purse, okay? So I was like, yeah, this thing over. But you know, you have a lot of doctors saying no, it's not over, because I think 400 people die a day from from COVID. And you know, now if that's going to be the baseline, then yeah, it's over. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're not going to get it down to zero, so it's not going to happen. And a lot of people aren't going back to mask and vaccines. Like, if people ain't got vaccines, they're not taking vaccines. I ain't getting no vaccine, okay? Jack ain't got shit. But and I ain't taking it. Like, if you ain't took it, you dug in. So like 400 is probably just gonna have to be the baseline. You know, do we want people dying from COVID? No, but that might be the baseline to, you know, what this is. And then you know, you have people with long COVID and suffering from that, and then, you know, other issues. But I don't know. So Joe Biden said that the pandemic is over. What you think? Is it over? We got a lot of mixed signals. We got a lot of people pushing back on it. We got a lot of people going forward saying yes, the pandemic is over. We got people that's pushing back saying no, it's not over. What you think? Is the pandemic over? And I say it is, but put it in the comments below if you think it's over. If you have any comments or questions, you can put that below. You can also follow me on my blog. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.